there, you're watching The Real Story. I'm Al Terzi alongside Jenn Bernstein.
Thank you, Al, and hello to everyone at home. Well, lawmakers picked up where they left off during a special session this past week. They tackled a new budget, one that doesn't raise taxes and is touted as dramatically reducing future budget deficits.
But doing so means even more pain than we've already seen. Hundreds more state employee layoffs and big spending cuts to all the agencies. Governor Malloy and the Democrats negotiated the deal, which he calls the right budget, but Republicans say it's not the right one. They don't think it goes far enough.
All right, let's talk with two House members. State Representative Tony Guerrera, he's the co-chair of the Transportation Committee, a Democrat who hails from Rocky Hill, and State Representative Jason Perillo of Shelton, the Republican whip in the House. Welcome to you both.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
All right, so is this the best you guys could do?
In my opinion, no, and I think we need to look at it from 50,000 feet. Here we are, we're short on revenue, and this is after the two largest tax increases in the history of the state of Connecticut. So you'd think, well, we raised taxes, why don't we have more revenue? But income taxes are down almost $1 billion. Why? Because those tax increases, Governor Malloy's tax increases, have driven people out of the state. Plain and simple. The tax increases led to less tax revenue because people are leaving. That's why we're here. That's why we have a problem. Well, let's look at what we've done here. A significant chunk of the increased revenue, it might not be taxes, increased revenue in this budget, comes from a hope and a prayer that the Attorney General's office is going to be able to sue more people and get more money on lawsuit settlements. That's not continuing revenue, and A. And B, there's no guarantee that it'll even happen. So some of this is pie in the sky. And Representative Guerrero talked about structural changes, but we really don't have them. We don't have a hard cap on spending. We don't have a hard cap on borrowing. Those are the kind of structural changes that we need to make, and they're not being made here at all. Even worse, a significant portion of this budget balances itself on the backs of municipalities and local taxpayers. When you cut funding to municipalities, all that means is that local towns and cities have to raise their property taxes.
So you're saying there are tax increases, even
Absolutely.
though state taxes haven't.
Just because it's not the state tax doesn't mean that people aren't going to pay more in taxes. They're going to pay more taxes on their cars and more taxes on their homes. And as far as I'm concerned, that's a tax increase. And it's unfortunately that our back is against the wall in order to do that. I mean, I would agree that those are definitely changes that are going to have to come. They should have come earlier. I understand why state employees want those benefits. I get it. I certainly do. When I was 12 years old, I wanted to play shortstop for the Yankees. Some things just aren't going to happen. So it just can't be continued. It just cannot be continued. And I would disagree. I don't think the structural changes are being made right now. Are they going to have to be made in the future? Absolutely. But I just don't think it has happened here in this budget.
Well, business liked the budget, from what I understand, the CBIA.
You know what? I have lost a lot of faith in CBIA, the Connecticut Business and Industry Association. I don't know how they can possibly think this budget is good for employers. I don't know how they can think it's good for employees. I just don't see it. I'm trying to understand how they get there.
They've said that it's a step in the right direction. It's a good first step, and so I guess that's why they like it.
Some might say, they're willing to settle for half a loaf. I mean, this is barely a slice. And if that's good news for them, then so be it. But I'll be honest, I don't think they're really representing businesses in the state well if they believe that this is a good budget.